Hey, it's the Nerdy Sports Fan! We're giving out draft grades, and we're starting on the AFC West. Let's get into these Vegas Raiders, because they did some interesting stuff. Now, with the 12th overall selection, they end up getting Henry Ruggs. I, I'm kind of even on this pick. Ruggs is the fastest man in the draft, and targets to Ruggs had the highest quarterback rating you can possibly have in college football. So he's obviously a great talent. I just don't necessarily see the fit with the current roster construction. This speaks to me as maybe a sign that they're moving on from Derek Carr eventually. I don't know. He's not really the deep ball guy. Even in his absolute premier years, if you take the numbers from 16, um, he wasn't the deep ball guy. Okay, he's the West Coast quarterback. Okay, he's the guy who carves you up by getting it to the open man and getting it to them in stride so they can do something with it. That's why Hunter Renfrow was so effective for this team last year. So I thought Jerry Jeudy was the guy. I really did. I think Jerry Jeudy is the model of Antonio Brown, which is what this offense was set up for last year, and I I didn't get it so much. Don't get me wrong, Ruggs is a fantastic player. I don't see the fit, at least right now. So, past Ruggs, Damon Arnett. I was really disappointed with the Raiders when I saw Damon Arnett's name come up. I can't lie. You create all these first round picks by trading away a lot of talent. Okay, you have this pick because Khalil Mack left town. And you get Damon Arnett. There were at least 5, if not 6, defensive backs that I had graded far higher than Damon Arnett. Now, I don't have access to medical records. I don't have access to interviews. I don't know what's in between this guy's ears. I don't know if he's humanitarian of the year, if he's a goddamn genius. I don't. What I do know is if you look at film of Jalen Johnson, he's a better corner. If you look at film of Jeff Gladney, he's a better corner. I don't care if you're a Mensa candidate. Can you play football? And there's other people that are better at playing football than this guy at his same position. So I think there was a lot better that you could do at this point in the draft to help this team right now than Damon Arnett. Yeah. Beyond Damon Arnett, we have Lynn Bowden. Meh. And Brian Edwards. You're obviously going after speed. Very, very obviously going after speed. And I think it stinks of following the Chiefs. This league is a copycat league, yes, and the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. It's a copycat league because people aren't smart enough to figure out something for themselves. And the people that win do. The Ravens did something unlike anybody else was doing in the league because of their selection of Lamar Jackson, and they dominated. Now, mind you, they weren't necessarily ready to take that final step and just kill people in the playoffs like they were in the regular season, but following the Chiefs' example and just doing what they're doing isn't going to win you anything. You want to take that next step, do it on your own terms. You could have easily created a team to utilize the strength of your quarterback, which is find the open man and give him the ball where he can do some damage in space, instead of focusing on over-the-top speed. It's almost like Al Davis was running this draft again, because I remember he was obsessed with speed to the point where he selected players that definitely were not as good as people that went way after them just because they were faster. And I honestly feel that way about this draft. I like Ruggs. I don't like him as much as Jeudy, especially for this offense. These guys, Bowden and Edwards, I like them. They're not terrible, okay? But, they're not Denzel Mims. Heck, I would have taken maybe even Donovan Peoples-Jones over one of these guys. I'm not in full agreement with the people they selected. I understand the positions that they selected. So moving on, Tanner Moose, Simpson, and Robertson. I'm not even expecting these guys to make any sort of dent in the roster, so I'm not going to waste my breath. I didn't like this draft. I like some of the players. I don't like them for the Raiders in the selections that they had them at. So I'm giving the draft a C. All right? I have to correct myself. Amik Robertson will make this roster. Amik Robertson will likely be the starting nickel, if not one of your starting corners. I have no understanding of why Amik Robertson was passed over by other teams. He is the most productive defensive back in college football in terms of interceptions over the course of the past few years. This comes back to the Mensa candidate comment that I made earlier. I don't care about measurables so much either. 40 times how high you can jump, I don't give a rat's ass. How well can you play football should matter more. Amik Robertson is a damn good football player, and he's going to do some damage in this league. I don't understand why he was passed up so much and got into as far deep in the draft as he did, but you got a gem with that dude. So honestly, that really saves this draft for me. I would have given it a much lower grade, but you get a solid C. Tell me what you guys think. Hit me up in the comments. If you vehemently disagree, if you enjoy my input, I want to know. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Hit up my other videos to see what I feel about the other teams in this draft. And I have a Patreon going. So come fantasy football season, if you need help setting your draft board, if you need help setting your weekly lineups, I'm your man. Thanks for watching, guys.